Hey family, put your thinking caps on and tell me, what are the top 10 New Year's resolutions? Don't worry, I'm going to give you some clues. Just answer before I give you the answer. Number 10 is read more. Number 9 is travel more. Number 8 is spend more time with family and friends. What about number 7? You guessed it, quit smoking. I thought the one for number 6 would be a little bit higher on the list. Can you guess what this one is? Number 6 is save more money or spend less money. Number 5 might be harder to figure out. It's live life to the fullest. What about number 4? Learn a new skill or hobby. Now we are counting down to the top 3. Number 3 is get organized. Number 2, lose weight. And the number 1 New Year's resolution is exercise more. Good job. What I find interesting about the top 10 list is that eating healthy is not on the list. Why is that? Let me shed some light on this topic. The goal of losing weight is a lot sexier than eating right. People are more impressed to hear that you've lost 20 pounds than to hear that you've improved your eating habits over the past 20 days. It's the textbook case of form over substance. We want the form of weight loss and what that looks like, but not necessarily the substance of proper nutrition, which often brings about a leaner form. Losing weight is a highly desirable goal. It's sexy. And as soon as we set our minds to lose weight, we want dramatic results immediately. If we don't drop 10 pounds in 10 days, then we quickly become disenchanted with the goal of losing weight. It's the spoiled kid syndrome of wanting what you want when you want it. Now. I will raise my hand and say, yes, that's me sometimes. Logically, I know the healthy and sustainable way to lose weight is a lot slower than what my emotions can handle. I used to get on a scale before I worked out in the mornings, and there were times I felt fairly distraught by what the scale had to say. My emotions responded with, forget this, it's too hard, I don't have time for this, where's the donut? All of us have probably had angry moments on our weight loss sprint. We're here to be honest with each other, right? So let's be honest and say we want to lose weight and eat what we want to eat. If we could eat what we wanted to eat and lose weight, everybody would be slender, unhealthy beings. Fortunately, unhealthy eating habits impacts our physical image, prompting almost 50% of adults over the age of 20 to lose weight each year. Have you ever taken a picture of yourself and then looked at the picture and said, dang, who is that fat face looking back at me? I took this picture in January 2020, and I wondered who the heck was looking back at me. Certainly, I had looked in the mirror often enough, but I didn't see what this picture revealed. When our physical image becomes rounder and our clothes get a little bit tighter, those are the signs that we are engaging in behaviors that are not optimal for our well-being. I had the desire to improve my form, but I had no commitment to put in the necessary work. I began the year making the commitment to focus on my emotional well-being. I could feel my emotions weighing me down, and it felt like it was taking a lot of effort each day to inject myself with joy and optimism. So in 2020, I made the commitment to deep dive into the factors holding me back from experiencing daily contentment. The journey led me to pivot from the goal of losing weight to the goal of optimizing my health. I want to talk to you about what that looks like for me and how pivoting to the goal of optimizing your health can benefit you. I know you've heard of SMART goals, right? As a success coach, I work with my clients to create SMART goals. However, before we begin to set the parameters around their goals so that they're SMART, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound, I make sure their goals are strong. Strong is not an acronym for anything, but it is representative of a deep, enduring commitment to achieve a goal. Strong goals are birthed out of your belief and values about who you are at your core. It resonates with your true self, but at a frequency that attracts the things you desire. Let's look at the fact that 91 to 95% of those who go on a diet to lose weight regain the weight they lose in 1 to 3 years. There are real risks associated with yo-yo dieting, such as heart disease and obesity. When people laser focus their efforts on a goal of weight loss, they just focus on the scale instead of focusing on sustainable behaviors. They tend to be overly strict instead of being flexible. They obsess over small details instead of looking at the big picture. Moreover, they are impatient with themselves and only think short term instead of enjoying the process. Weight loss as a goal isn't a strong goal. People with weight loss goals branded in their minds blame themselves and shame themselves for not sticking to their goals and for gaining even more weight at the end of the day. When people lose weight and keep it off, they are so emotional about the accomplishment because they experience years and years of struggling to achieve their weight loss goal. Yet, it is very likely that they will gain the weight back in time. How disappointed do you think they'll be to see all of their hard work quickly slip away? When I'm helping my clients establish strong goals, I take them through a technique called 7 levels of why. If a client has a few ideas about what he or she wants to accomplish, I'll ask, what is the most important goal you want to work toward? If they don't have a goal in mind, I'll use other techniques to help them decide on a goal that seems to be the most important to improving their lives. Since we're on the topic of weight loss, we'll make you the client, and let's assume your most important goal is to lose weight. Once the goal is known, I ask a series of questions in this format. Why is blank important to you? If your goal is losing weight, as it is in this example, my question is, why is losing weight important to you? Take a moment and think about your answer. Now, let's assume your answer is, well, I want to lose weight because I'm physically and emotionally uncomfortable carrying all of this weight around. I'm uncomfortable in my clothes. I'm uncomfortable with how I look, and I'm uncomfortable knowing that I can do better by having mustered up the willpower to do so. I'll take time and explore everything they share to gain more understanding and clarification, and then I return to the question format. Why is blank important to you? Why is being physically and emotionally comfortable with your weight important to you? Insert your answer to the first why into the question format previously shared. Now we're at the second level, and I can feel that we are digging deeper, and perhaps you can too. Perhaps the answer to why is being physically and emotionally comfortable with your weight important to you, it might be that the physical and emotional discomforts are holding you back from living fully. I'll explore the client's response each time, giving us plenty of time to explore each level before pressing the elevator to the next floor. Since you and I don't have long together and we have a lot to cover, I'm just going to skip ahead in this example to the 7th level and see what we find. The question to get to level 7 is this: why is blank important to you? Of course, the blank is where you would insert what is important to you at level 6. Why is knowing that you gave your all to better the human experience for yourself and others important to you? Let's assume the response is, it is important because I want to be authentically true to who I am in every area of my life. It took 7 levels to get there, but we're there at least as far as this example goes. However, I want you to take the time and to play this out in real life now. I'll wait, but only if you pause the video. Welcome back and congratulations on creating a strong goal. In our example, the strong goal is to be authentically you in every area of your life. So listen to me closely. A strong goal is deeply rooted in your spirituality and sense of self. It's a goal that you can commit to for the rest of your life, come hell or high water. There are 7 degrees of separation between your most important goal and losing weight, which means if you set losing weight as your goal, it would be a weaker, superficial goal that will not provide enough motivation nor commitment for you to see it through and to stick with it over your lifetime. In this example, we know what the strongest goal is, but we need to make it more specific. The specific goal could be to use food and drinks to optimize your health and fuel your purpose to be authentically you in the area of health and nutrition. Now, some research is required because you need to know which food and drinks work best for you. Notice I did not say which food and drinks will help you to lose weight. Our focus here isn't weight loss. It's in consuming food and drinks that work best to help you achieve your goal. There are a lot of meal planning philosophies on the market, which cater to different body types. Here are a few. The keto meal plan philosophy works best for me because even a moderate amount of carbs negatively impact my body. I love carbs, but my body doesn't. If I eat too many carbs, I gain weight fast, I become lethargic, I feed my sugar addiction, I become susceptible to health issues like diabetes and obesity. I also have to be cautious about eating late, or basically how late I eat and what I eat in the evening. Drinking juice is out of the question, but my body responds well to pink grapefruit in the morning and yogurt as an evening snack. My recommendation to you is to work with a nutritionist or dietitian to come up with a custom meal plan. And more importantly, begin to be mindful about how your body responds to what you eat and drink, and when you eat and drink. You should be the expert on your body because you've lived in it all your life. Don't turn a blind eye to how you are using food and how the food you eat is impacting your health, emotions, and physique. You've probably heard a lot of chatter about mindfulness, maybe as it relates to meditation. Mindfulness is a lot broader than meditating. As a practice, mindfulness involves being mentally present and aware of your being and your immediate environment. Often we speed through life, ignoring preciousness of each moment of our lives, moments that we could never get back. So mindfulness is sort of like savoring each moment of your life. As mindfulness pertains to eating, it means you eat a lot slower, you savor your food, you pay attention to how you eat, what you eat, and how it's impacting your body. You want to use food and drinks to optimize your health. This mindset will positively shift your relationship with food and regulate your weight. Your focus is everything. Some people like to focus on the effect instead of the cause, which is like putting the horse behind the cart instead of in front of the cart. Weight loss is the effect of consistently good eating decisions. If you just focus on weight loss by making it your goal, you are like the doctor who treats the symptoms but never addresses the cause of the symptoms. You can treat just the symptoms and they might go away for a time, but they will certainly come back because the cause is still rooted in your life. Eliminate the cause or the root of the problem, and in time, you will permanently eliminate the symptoms. Let me ask you a question, and I want you to pay attention to how you feel when I ask you this question. Are you ready? Here's the question. Do you need to lose weight? Think about that question. Answer it in your mind and pay attention to your emotions. What emotions are triggered when I asked you if you need to lose weight? Maybe you felt guilt, sadness, shame, disappointment, or maybe nothing. Did your energy drop or did it move in a negative direction? Maybe nothing happened. There's a lot of negative energy and toxic emotions around the focus of weight and weight loss. Guilt and shame can set a person in motion to adopt healthier eating habits, but most often they don't stay in motion because the energy level and toxic emotions associated with the goal of weight loss hinders their longevity. Sometimes it triggers them to eat more and gain more weight. Let's end that cycle of abuse today. And by doing so, we can boost your energy level and infuse you with positive emotions, both of which will create the right frequency within you to attract what your heart truly desires. Your heart desires to be the best you in every area of your life. Health and nutrition is just one area. But if your frequency is off in one area, it will hinder your ability to become your best self in all other areas. I mentioned earlier that my focus in 2020 was to improve my emotional health. And that journey led me to pivot from the goal of losing weight to the goal of optimizing my health and being authentically me in every area of my life. I'm going to share a little bit more about my journey with you, but first, let's give our energy level a boost and re-engage with our truth by declaring a few affirmations. I purchased an audio book on Audible called Affirmations, 1,000 plus positive and daily affirmations for wealth, success, money, abundance, health, love, and positive thinking. The audiobook was accompanied by a PDF document which included all of the affirmations. This book is juicy and filled with goodness. Let's taste a sample right now. So repeat after me with these affirmations, or basically say it in sync with me. I am fit, attractive, energetic, and healthy. I am stunning inside out. I care for myself by eating right, sleeping properly, and exercising. I take longer, deeper, calm, and relaxed breaths. My body heals, replenishes, and repairs itself quickly. I maintain my body weight effortlessly and easily at all times. My skin is clear, glowing, and radiant. I am totally in control of my health, healing, and wellness. I don't know about you, but my energy is up and I'm ready to soar to greater possibilities. What about you? Are you ready to optimize your health? Are you ready to unleash your body's true and full potential? To live in and fulfill our purpose, we need strong, healthy bodies. If we take good care of our bodies will take good care of us. Love your body unconditionally, regardless of how your weight fluctuates, because your body deserves your admiration and attention. Give it a nice hug and show your appreciation for bringing you this far. Okay, so about my journey of becoming. I knew that I had lost sight of the right food portions of what that looked like for me, and I never measured food and I didn't want to start. It's just good to be real about who you are, and who I am is a good cook. A sister can burn in the kitchen. Okay. The problem with that was that way too often what I cooked stimulated my taste buds and I wanted more and more. I knew that I needed to pull back from cooking all of these bomb diggity meals, triggering me to eat more. I needed good flavor without the triggers and to bring proper food portions back into my consciousness. I also needed low carb, high protein food options, and that's how the ad for Factor 75 captured my attention. I went to their website to see how it works, and I liked the idea of gourmet chef prepared meals, free delivery to my house, and fresh meals ready to enjoy within 2 minutes. The options looked tasty, but they were just pictures. I'm not trying to spend my money on food that tastes like cardboard. I decided to go ahead and get started. My first stop was the meal preference page. If you have any allergens, which I do not, you would just click what would be applicable. Then you select your diet. I selected a ketogenics, of course, and then whatever else might pertain to you, and then just click update. Under update meal plan is where you select the number of meals you want for a particular week. And this is where you would see the price per meal. Then you go to the dashboard to start to select your meals. So let's go on to February. Now the fun begins. So in your dashboard is where you start to select your meals. Remember earlier we set up meal preferences. Based on those preferences and the number of meals desired for a week, Factor will automatically select meals for you to get you started. You can skip meal delivery or click edit. So under my meals is what Factor selected for me. So I would press clear, and you see that disappears and you see the 0/6. So it's telling me I need to add some meals. Let's look at all the meals available for delivery for Monday, February the 1st. There's a breakfast enchilada. If you hover over the icons, it gives you more information about this meal, such as it's spicy, high in protein, low calorie, ketogenics, and so forth. Then you would click on the pic to get a description of the meal, to see what the ingredients are, and get information about the nutrition facts. X to close out. So in order to select a meal, you would press plus, and you see how that adds the meal over here. And then to delete it, you would just select minus. Now let's look at all of, this is all meals for the week. So we can just scroll through the variety of meals for the week. And then it breaks down all of these meals into categories, beginning with ketogenic meals. So I normally just scroll down here to the ketogenic meals and begin to make my selection, but we're going to scroll through it so you can see. So there's a paleo meal, well, one meal, high protein meals. These are the high protein meals. We have low calorie meals, low carb meals, and should be some vegetarian, dairy free meals, and finally vegetarian meals, and then also spicy meals. So we're going to go back up to the ketogenic meals. There we go. Okay, so I'm just going to randomly just go through and sort of check off stuff. So they got a turkey pesto zucchini bowl. We'll do the brisket, which I've had the brisket. I've had the spicy turkey. I've had the chorizo chili before. This is really good, this pork tenderloin. And why don't we add, let's see, we have 4 so far. We'll add this sun-dried tomato chicken, which I've also had. And I think I've had the keto ranch chicken. So you see it says, thank you, your cart has been updated successfully. So once I select all the meals I want, 6 meals for the week of February 1st, I'm all set. FedEx delivers my meals on Mondays. The package is delivered to my door. The meals are well packaged and chilled by these frozen blocks, but the meals are fresh, not frozen. These blocks require several hours of exposure, direct exposure to the sun before they melt completely. So they will keep your meal preserved, say, your box is sitting outside on your porch for a while. As you can see, the meals are neatly packaged, chilled, and protected. Here's an actual look at the meals. I marked the top package of my meals with the calorie count and the carb count. And I organized them in my refrigerator with the highest calorie count in the back, highest calorie and highest carb count. They're towards the back of the refrigerator with the lowest count towards the front. I have yet to taste a Factor 75 meal that wasn't delicious. I'm very satisfied with the flavor, and I'm typically full before I finish my meals, which is awesome. Let's recap what we've covered thus far. Number 1, we talked about strong goals. A strong goal represents a deep, enduring commitment to achieve a goal. Strong goals are birthed out of your beliefs and values about who you are at your core. They resonate with your true self at a frequency that attracts the things you desire. Number 2, weight loss is not a strong goal. 91 to 95% of people who achieve their weight loss goal gain the weight back or pack on even more pounds. Number 3, to create a strong goal for yourself in the area of health and nutrition, consider using the 7 levels of why. Begin with the goal of losing weight and then ask yourself why losing weight is important to you. Remember, the format of the question that takes you down 7 levels is, why is blank important to me? The 7 levels of why is best performed with another person asking you the questions while you take time at each level to explore your feelings. Feel free to instant message me if you have any questions about setting strong goals or if you need a partner to work with to set a strong goal. Once you have your strong goal, you might need to tweak it a little bit to be sure that it is also specific. Number 4, boost your energy level and re engage with your truth by declaring a few affirmations each week. Declaring affirmations from the book Affirmations 1000 plus positive and daily affirmations for wealth, success, money, abundance, health, love, and positive thinking is a great way to begin your day. Number 5, work with a nutritionist to come up with a custom meal plan, but also begin to be mindful about how your body responds to what you eat and drink and when you eat and drink. Don't turn a blind eye to how you are using food and how the food you eat is impacting your health, emotions, and physique. I shared a little bit about my wellness journey with you, and there is more to come in this fitness and nutrition series. Next week, we're going to walk through an app called Trello. Trello is a free, collaborative, and totally flexible project planning app. Some of you might be uncomfortable with the term project planning, but if you want an easy way to perform meal planning, to catalog recipes, plan a vacation, or manage your day-to-day activities in an organized fashion, Trello is for you. Within the fitness and nutrition series, we are also going to talk about how to escape the trap of emotional eating and determine whether the app Gnome can help you achieve your strong goal. And we really are going to get into motion through fitness. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. Yes, honey, we are going to have a blast in the next few episodes. Family, we need to be making incredible power moves this year. And if we're going to build profitable and sustainable legacies for our children and grandchildren, we need to make the commitment to leave everything on the table, holding nothing back. Too much is at stake for us to continue to play small. Thank you so much for joining me today on Danielle Inspires. If you haven't done so already, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the alert bell so that you are aware of new content as it is being released. I'd love to hear from you as we take this journey together. Give me a shout out in chat and join me here next week for more inspiration to fuel your transformation on Danielle Inspires.